Okay guys, the highlight video from November 8th on Friday from the GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room. I'm going to start with BBT. Even though I didn't give a trigger and stop on this one, this was in the watch list video the day before, so I thought it would be interesting to show how nice it was. This is, if you saw the video, I was watching BBT because it was down to the 200 day. After several days down in a row and then kind of a big flush day, it hit the 200 day. And I'll add in Friday's trading, and look at that, what a reversal. Completely reversed that that Thursday sell-off. Now here it is on 5-minute candles. The only indicator or indication I gave on this one was about 5 minutes in. This is the opening 5-minute candle here. About 5 minutes in, I jumped on the mic in the chat room and just said, hey, BBT is interesting here if you like an early trade. It could be worth a nibble here with a low of day stop. But I didn't give a trigger and stop exactly, so I'm not going to put it on the results page. But it's worth noting how nicely it worked. So there it starts to move up right after I mentioned it. Look at that. It was an all-day deal and a really nice bounce off the 200 day. So it was pretty easy. Now, having said all that, I didn't take it. I really didn't want to take anything 5-10 minutes in because the market was so weak on Thursday. I just wanted to get a little more information. But I did take some nice ones here. I'll show you SUNE, my biggest trade of the day. SUNE, I pointed out in pre-market that I was adding it to the watch list. I liked it a lot because it was gapping up. So there's the early high. These are 5-minute candles. Then it comes up and hits it again. See the red candle here? Sellers came in. If these sellers fail, this one has a good chance of being off to the races. So I'd already determined that I liked the daily and the gap up in the pre-market. And then when I saw this setup, I just went ahead and called it long over the high of the day. I said if this gets to 1148, I'm going to go long with a stop at 1130. So trigger right here, stop right here, and that one was really, really nice. It went to 1275, $1.27 move in our favor on 18 cents risk. And I'll show you again. There was the entry and the stop pretty much right there. And really nice timing. And I actually had a newer member type in that they loved me on Friday because they made, I think they said $1,800 on SUNE, which I guess was interesting. I also called MET short. Switching to 5-minute candles, this is what it looked like. It came up here, had a couple topping tails. I attempted a short right in here and only made like 10 or 15 cents, and then I was out the rest. But then when it did this second push, I liked it even more as a short, and went ahead and put this back on watch and called it short on this next candle here, this red one at 50.50 with a high of day stop, which was only 50, I think 67, 17 cents above, and it gave us a nice push down, more than $1 in our favor. Went down to 49.42. So $1.08 possible on 17 cents risk. There wasn't much else. R. Brown, one of our all-stars, called CVC down in this area, 1486, sorry, and it went up to the 1550 area. He also called MNST at 5470, I believe, right about here, and it went to 55.45. So a couple nice calls by R. Brown. Had a late day short in JCI up here. It moved about 20 or 30 cents in our favor. So there wasn't that much else. I'm going to remind you that Monday is a holiday, but the market's open. So I'm expecting low volume on Monday, but sometimes on those holidays where the market is open, you can get some individual stocks making crazy moves. So I think it's worth showing up for the first couple hours, see if we can find some nice trades. But just a reminder that volume should be pretty light on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you guys later.